Hello guys, it is episode 10 of GWD Domination, a series which most of you probably don't know exists because between episodes 7 and 8 I took exactly 1 year to make episode 8, between episode 8 and 9 I took exactly 6 months, and between episode 9 and 10 it's been exactly 3 months, well 3 months and 1 day, so I should have released this video on New Year's Day. I was a bit busy, so I'm releasing it today instead. And yeah, it's been a good run. Haven't been as unlucky as in the previous episode where I believe I got absolutely nothing, maybe 1 drop or something, but it was a really bad episode, the previous episode. This one I've been a lot luckier. I've completed a lot of stuff, as you can tell by the title, and let's get into it. So a recap of the previous episode. A lot has changed since the last few episodes, so now certain things don't split in CS. For example, the GS shards don't split in CS, but thankfully I've completed them in CS. I've got like 10 of GS shard 2 in CS, so you know I don't need to worry about that. But a recap of the non-CS shards, I have enough of all of them. I just need 1 of each item to complete it. The CS Zami section, still gotta get that hood, CS hood of subjugation, so hopefully that happens soon. Far too many wards of subjugation split in CS for my liking, seeing that it's like 26k or something. So yeah. For the non-CS section, I still need that Zami spear. I believe I haven't got a single Zami spear for a long time. So that would be pretty good, I guess. And I also, in the Bandos section, I need quite a lot of stuff. I need like the tassets, the gloves, and the boots. And for this non-CS one, I just need the helmet, which I can't seem to get. Everyone else is getting it. I can't seem to get it though. So yeah. And the armadillo, well, I need the buckler and the gloves. Unfortunately, the gloves don't split in CS, which I just noticed. So I'm going to remove that from the list for obvious reasons, because I'll never be able to get it because they don't split in CS. Thankfully, even though the boots don't split in CS, I managed to get some boots before they introduced shards, so that's ticked off, I guess. I just need the buckler now, which is another troll one. It's like 70k or something, so yeah. As for the non-CS, I just need the gloves, I believe. Is it? Yeah, I just need the gloves for the non-CS, which I've never got. So, and for Sarah, well, I completed a CS section in the previous episode, no, 2 episodes ago. In the non-CS section, I need a hiss and a hilt, that elusive Saradomin hilt. Starting off with Zami, as usual. I've only got a few items in this episode, so I haven't really ticked off too many things. But I guess I didn't have to, because I only had one of each, only 1 item from each of CS and non-CS to get in order to finish this series for Zami. And to start with, I guess I got some subjugation boots about 2 months ago now, and well, I've already got those, so nothing much to say there. I did get a few records and stuff using Slayer Helm. 15 seconds, not great, but you know, I wasn't trying hard or anything. 14 seconds afterwards, with some really crazy hits, even without a ring, Asylum Surgeon ring. And yeah, a couple of days ago, I also managed to do some Zami again, and even though I spent a lot of time, I did get a decent drop, which is the gown. And later on, I also went again, and someone trolled me by saying you better get a shield so I can laugh at you. And guess what? I got a shield, which is 26k, and it still shows in the news feed. So oh well. I also managed to get a shard 2 from Zami, so good for me, I guess. But that was about it. Nothing spectacular. Haven't really ticked off anything, unfortunately, but hopefully I get luckier next time around. I've probably told you guys this a lot of times before, but Bandos isn't really my favourite boss. I don't know why, but I just don't enjoy it, and for that reason I haven't really done much of it, apart from my final boss stuff, and also for the great boss race where I camped it for hours without getting a drop. Yeah, for that reason I haven't really got any drops apart from Bandos gloves and Bandos boots, as you can see, which I got when I went with Toby, my friend, who I go to Sarah and Zami with, as well as Bandos, but not armor because he hates armor. So yeah, just those 2 added on. Still got a lot left to go, especially in the CS section, but I believe I only need one item in the non-CS section, so hopefully I'll get that soon, the helmet. Always been a fan of armor, I guess. I got really unlucky. So the story goes something like this. In the Great Boss Race, armor was the first GWD boss that we had to kill. I tellied after about a couple of, like an hour or something, or maybe less, because I ran out of food, and the kill after that they get armor boost. So if I was there, I would have been able to skip armor, but I wasn't there, so I was ruining my luck so badly. And then when I came back, it took us 3 hours to actually get another armor item, which was a boost again. Unfortunately, none of those were mine, even though it was CS. The boots don't split in CS, so that didn't count, I guess. But I did manage to get an armor chain when I was doing my Slayer assignment at armor, and I believe that was the only thing I got, unfortunately, for this episode in the armor section. So I still need the gloves for free-for-all, and I believe I need the buckler for CS, but I'm not sure. I think I talked about it earlier. But anyway, yeah, armor hasn't been the most profitable one. Okay guys, so moving on to the highlight of this video, we go on to Sarah, which, as you can tell from the title of the video, I have actually completed both the CS and non-CS, which is a shame because this is my favourite boss out of all of them in the series, but still, I finished the boss, so I won't have to come back here again. And it all started off in November when I got the Hiss, which was one of the 2 items I needed in the FFA section to actually finish the FFA section of Sarah. So thankfully that happened. And then a month later we had the event. I was pretty dry with most of the GWD bosses except for Sarah's, for which I believe I got a Sarah sword CS 14 or 16 hard mode kills in, which is pretty quick, and that ticked that off. Added an extra Sarah sword onto the CS section, which is already complete, so that didn't change anything. But most of the action, I guess, happened in the past 1 week. Now, it started off over the weekend. Last weekend was bossing weekend. I was getting extremely frustrated. I was camping loads of bosses. I was getting absolutely nothing. I managed to get an offhand mace near the end of the event, which was a troll drop, because it's the worst possible drop you can get from KK, but oh well. I was extremely unlucky in the bossing weekend. I'd seen so many other people get extremely lucky, but I was frustrated, and I went to Sarah the day after with my friend Toby, and we managed to get a Sarah hilt, which was absolutely insane. Not only that, it was my first ever Sarah hilt. That was amazing in itself after like 3 years of doing GWD, but also we managed to get like 4 or 5 different drops in that Sarah trip, which lasted about an hour. Of those drops, we had a murmur, we had a whisper, we had an armadillo crossbow, and we also got a GS shard 2, which bumped up the number of GS shards I currently have to around, I believe, 4. Yeah, from 3 to 4 GS shard 2s, because that was lagging behind the other ones. So now I have an extra one of that. I can make an extra God Sword shard, I guess, thankfully. I also managed to go to Zami after that, but I guess I already talked about that. And I was really happy because at this time I thought I didn't have the Hiss, and then I looked through my documents and I realized I had the Hiss, so that was later on. But at this point I was like, okay, good, we're almost done with Sarah. It's my favorite boss, so we can camp it a bit longer. So since I didn't realize that I had finished this at this point, I went to Sarah a couple of days later, got a murmur and got another hilt. I couldn't believe my luck after that weekend. How the hell did I manage to get 2 Sarah hilts, the best drop you can get from non-next GWD, twice? And the funny thing about this one was that Toby, my friend who was with me, actually tallied about 1 or 2 kills before I got this hilt, saying he was out of food or something, and I got this hilt, and he was raging so hard. But thankfully I managed to make that hilt into a SGS using his GS shards, and turned it over to him, and then we did some shenanigans and I finally gave it to Canman. I did give over half of the split of the GS, of the SGS to Toby, and then I gave it to Canman as a gift. And my second one I've still kept in my bank now. I made it, as you can see, and I'm not too sure what to do with it. I'll probably sell it off soon or whatever, I don't know. Anyway, I just want to keep it there because it's one of my most memorable items I've wanted in this game for a while, so I have it. Thank you very much for watching, guys. It's been a milestone episode number 10, and just a quick recap of what I still need to get to complete the series. So for the Zami CS section, I just need the hood to complete it. For the Zami non-CS section, I just need the Zami spear. For the Bandos CS section, I need 3 things, so that's a lot of stuff. No wait, scratch that, I don't need 3 things, I just need 1, because the boots and the gloves do not split in CS. So I just need Tacet CS, even though I probably got it a billion times pre-EOC, because Tacet used to be the most valuable thing you could get from Bandos pre-EOC. I didn't record it, or don't have any screenshots, so I guess I have to do that again. But in the non-CS section, I just need the helmet as usual. I mentioned it many times before. And for Armador, well, as we now know, the gloves don't actually split in CS. I don't need the gloves anymore. I need the gloves from non-CS and the buckler from CS in Armador, and that means I only need 1 item from each boss, CS and non-CS. That should be pretty good. Hopefully I get them soon. I want to finish this up, wrap this up in 1 or 2 more episodes, because it has dragged on for over 2 years. So yeah guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.